Hi, my name is Brian Setzler. I'm the founder of TriLibrium. TriLibrium is a certified public accounting firm. TriLibrium stands for Tri, triple bottom line, and Librium, equilibrium. And we are a certified B Corporation. That stands for Beneficial Corporation. You can find out more about what that means at bcorporation.net. But we are the first public accounting firm that is a certified B Corporation in the country. My background is I've been a CPA for 20 plus years. I also hold an MBA in sustainable business from the Bainbridge Graduate Institute, where I'm on the faculty teaching accounting and finance. My work as a CPA and the connection to sustainability is that sometimes people ask, how does a CPA firm sustainable? Well, our firm, we provide services to values-driven organizations and people, so we work around sustainability and with firms that are interested in sustainability. But also inside our practice, we're a sustainable firm in that we minimize our environmental footprint. We try to maximize our social benefit to the community, and at the same time, as a business, we need to be profitable and to remain as a viable business. My job description is I'm the leader of our organization. We employ right now 4 people, and I'm really in charge of leadership, strategic planning. That's probably about 30% of my business. Another 30% is on business development, and then maybe a final third on actually doing accounting and CPA work, taxes, accounting systems, bookkeeping, strategy, business planning, the whole gamut of type of services, some merger and acquisition work as well, currently working on. One of the questions is, how did I get into sustainability? And it's really, I don't see a difference between my work and my life. It's been something that's been of interest to me since I have been a child. My father worked as in the public utility up in the Seattle area and was always one to say, turn off the lights when you leave a room, and the sensibility of just being efficient is a very conservative, sensible sensibility, and I've always had it. When I got out of college, I immediately, every job I've ever had, I've implemented ways to be more efficient, to be smarter, leaner, better business. And now that's a buzzword around sustainability, but I just think those are good business practices in general. So I've never had any separation in that. About 4 years ago now, I was at a point in my career where I wanted to go back and kind of upgrade my skills, and when I found out that there were MBAs in sustainable business, I was instantly attracted to that, and that's what took me to the Bainbridge Graduate Institute. Getting that MBA changed my experience and my kind of the jobs in the area I work in a little bit, and my expertise. But again, I've always been in sustainability, and I really think one of the great things I think about sustainability, and one of the questions here is, what's the most enjoyable about my work? And I think it's the people that we work with and the innovation that comes in this area. It says here too, what are some of the challenges? And I think the challenges are that it's such a rapidly evolving area. It changes. I was talking to someone this weekend who's writing a chapter on global climate change, and literally every time they send it out for editing and review to go in an academic journal, it'd come back, and 1 month later the science had changed and what was going. So that's kind of the environment we're working in. It's also a challenge in that none of us can solve these problems individually, and that we do need to work in a collaborative environment and a cooperative environment, and that's posing both opportunities and challenges as we learn to work together in areas that we in the past wouldn't have. One of the questions here is, what advice would I give somebody getting into this line of work? And that is that really every job I can think of needs to embrace sustainability. I think it's the future, and so I don't think you have to. I know a lot of times young students getting out think, well, I've got to go work for a wind farm company, or I need to work in clean tech, or some area like that, or I've got to be a lead certified architect, or those areas. And those are all great, but I also think whether you work at Chevron Corporation, as much as they pollute, still needs people who care about the environment and can help them, lead them to new areas. So any position you get, sustainability is going to be a part of and should be a part of. So I don't think you need to separate and go look just for jobs in certain industries or certain sectors, but to really realize there's opportunities in every business. One of my colleagues from the Bainbridge Graduate Institute is now the sustainability director at ConocoPhillips, and it just is amazing that you think right off the hand you want to kind of dismiss these energy companies in the old energy industry, but they're making changes, and they need dedicated, talented people, just like any organization, to help shift that to more sustainable business practices. And then one of the questions is, are there any organizations that would be recommended or events to get students involved into networking? And I listed a number of them, and that's green drinks. Every city, I think, has a green drinks. Portland has one. Once a month, they meet down at the EcoTrust building. That is a great networking place for looking for jobs. I'd also recommend looking at B corporations. I mentioned that TriLibrium, my firm's a B corporation, and I would just plug into their network and see what kind of firms are there and see how you might tap that. The redirect guide here in Portland is kind of a yellow pages of green businesses, and again, they have networking events, mostly for their members, but you might find a company there and they can get you in. And there may be other ways to get in as well. The Sustainable Business Network of Portland is yet another group I'd recommend. They have regular meetings and events. They're a member of BALLE, B-A-L-L-E, which stands for the Business Alliance of Local Living Economies. They have organizations in many communities throughout the United States. And again, a good place to plug into. ISSP is the International Society of Sustainability Professionals. It's an organization for people working as consultants and in the field of sustainability. That would be a place to potentially network. Here in Portland, I'm a member of a group called Bridges Green Networking, and it is a networking group. It's open to businesses and those things. There's also a new group in Portland called VOICE, V-O-I-S. I forget what it stands for, but it's kind of a green chamber of commerce that's been started here recently to give voice to green business community. And then, of course, I really find it valuable. There's all sorts of green business conferences, from the one that PSU held recently on business and sustainability to the Go Green conference. Gosh, there must be at least half a dozen to a dozen high-quality green business conferences in this community. And although those things usually cost anywhere from $75 to $150 to attend, there are a lot of people there you would meet, and they could even cost a little more than that depending on the length of them and those. But sometimes they'll have networking events that are open to the public, or you can just come to the dinner, those types of things. And then finally, the last one I'd mention is the natural step. Excuse me. The natural step is a framework for sustainability based on science, and Natural Step USA is actually located here in Portland. They do a lot of trainings. They have breakfast that you can attend, members and non-members. And those breakfasts are really a great place to network. It's about $35 to attend for non-members. I think they actually even have a $10 if you just want coffee and want to sit in back fee. That's a great place to, again, get out, meet business people, and get your name out there. I wish you good luck, and thanks.